My name's Hugh Syme, as the art director for Rush. In the instance of working with Rush, it was always described. Occasionally we would do sketches, and at the time they gave me the title, and I pretty immediately knew what I wanted to do with the covers. Our aspiration was to make this look like, a big deal. But with the neoclassical architecture of the Legislative Building in Toronto at Queen's Park, this one was a happy accident. I would have liked to have gone to Europe and gone somewhere that looked like centuries-old art gallery. I thought, well, that's as close as we're going to get. There were 3 arches, which was thematically pretty cool. A lot of people were just happy to be a part of a Rush project, a win-win situation there for all of us. So the movers were just friends of mine. Bobby King, who's my childhood friend from the Niagara region. Bobby, who was also notably the Starman and the Magritte character from Hemisphere's cover, and a really cheap model, but a good friend of mine. Deborah Samuel, who photographed the cover, had a lot of friends as well. Getting the emotion from that couple, once I mentioned, look very, very sad, and extend one hand so that you're looking like you're begging them not to take the paintings away from the museum. And I think I did a pretty bad mock Russian accent by saying, don't take my pictures, please. The famous painting of the dogs playing poker was Neil's idea. He just wanted that because he just loved how kitsch that looked. Starman was a given. We wanted to see that make a reappearance. And Joan of Arc scene, Deborah and I took it upon ourselves to spend an evening just, setting it up. So we wrapped her up in burlap, tied her to a post, drank a substantial amount of an 18-year-old Macallan, which I think helped the evening progress. And as far as getting the fire in the foreground, flammable fluid inside the trough, lit the trough and shot through that. And I think I did spritz her down so she looked like she was perspiring from the heat. That shot was a fun evening. At the point that we were developing kind of wardrobe and so on, it just made total sense. I had slowly built a palette over the years of working on Rush covers of black, white, and red. Those 3 colors represented 3 individuals in the band, but I also liked how those colors coincided in any design motif. In this instance, at that time, I was a big fan of the Zoetrope Studios lettering, even the letter spacing and the fact that it was a classic serif font. In the case of moving pictures, I think the cover sometimes benefits from its association with the music. I think music is memory, and consequently the adjacent disciplines of artwork and production and promo and everything else, it becomes part of that legacy.